Hi, I'm Kia from Crezco, and I'm going to show you how your platform can embed the ability to make payments, allowing your customers to pay bills, payroll, expenses, and so on. So on the left here, we have the API requests that will be powering the integration. And our first step here is to create a customer's organization in the API. First, we need to send some contact details, and this is just one customer contact for the rare case of payment compliance questions. And here we can select a fee that you would like to charge your customer per payable item, and this is for you to collect for yourself. So let's go ahead and create that organization now. And then the next step is we need to onboard the customer by connecting a bank account. This is our fast and low friction onboarding process. And it starts off with you calling the connect endpoint, and that returns a URL to our hosted flow. So here is your platform, and you've called the endpoint, and now you're sending the customer over to the hosted flow. And so here we have the hosted onboarding flow. It's very themable. We've got a Crezco brand at the minute, but this can be your brand. And this list will include your customers' banks, such as Barclays or Santander. But for this demo, I'll pick the simulation bank. This allows your developers to test the integration without sending real money. So we give the option for the customer to open the bank app on mobile using this QR code if it's available. But right now, I'll continue on the desktop. At this point, the customer would be looking at their own trusted bank UI. Customers know and understand this. This will be their typical Santander login screen or such like. And this will walk them through the flow of authorizing the account information request. So here we've connected the sources of funds to make payments with. And why do we do that? This is our fast track KYC process, and it gives information for compliance, anti-money laundering, anti-fraud, and it also presents an opportunity to get any extra onboarding steps in front of the customer that they might need, such as turning on some settings in their banking app. And as we return back to your platform, you can see now through the API, we have our list of bank accounts that were connected and some basic information about them, such as their supported features. So now we've onboarded and we're able to start making payments. So here is a list in your platform of bills that the customer could pay. So this customer has 2 bills they need to pay to Raspberry Pi Foundation. And if we select one of those, we can see our API request to Crezco forming here. So it's quite straightforward, mostly just sending the bank account details that we need to send to, and whether or not this is scheduled for a future or immediately. So let's select both bills and choose a source of funds and create a pay run. So now you've received a response back from Crezco showing the different fees and the planned pay run ready to go. So here you can display it to your customer in your own UI. And then when you're ready, we'll go to another hosted payment flow. And because there were no extra steps, we went straight into the bank authorization again that your customer knows and loves. So let's authorize this payment and head back to your platform. And that's it. We've paid some bills. And webhooks will be firing off in your direction, keeping you up to date on any status changes of these payments as they go through. So here's an example one here. But you can also call get pay run endpoint to get more info. And that was it. We've onboarded, we've made some payments, we're good to go. But get in touch if you're looking to make embedded payments from your platform. I hope to hear from you soon.